What do you think?
Why would anybody give up all of their home comforts to carry around a 35-pound backpack up and down rocks every day? You eat the same trail mix for days on end, and you lose contact with anybody who can't see you. Going into my thru hike of the John Muir Trail, I thought I knew the reason. For months leading up to the hike, I envisioned relaxing on some green grass by a crystal clear alpine lake, snapping pictures of everything around me and napping if I felt like it. By the end of day 1 on the trail, after a brutal day climbing Half Dome, I remember sprawling out on a boulder by our tent and being hit with the realization that the next 3 weeks were going to be much more painful than I was prepared for. It certainly wasn't going to be the relaxing vacation away from work that I was hoping for, and honestly, I was kind of scared that I wouldn't even be able to finish. But each day, we woke up to the sunrise and had one goal in mind: make it to the next campsite by sunset. Despite the simplicity of this daily routine, it required a complete commitment to the process. Each step I took was a conscious decision to ignore my literally dozens of blisters and move a little bit closer to our goal. After a couple weeks of this routine, I noticed that I wasn't worried anymore, that I didn't have what it took to finish the trail. We reached our goal for 14 days straight. Another 7 was totally doable. This shift of mentality allowed me to fully invest myself in the moment and finally truly appreciate what was around me and what I already had accomplished. I felt at peace. My body felt stronger, my mind was clear, and all that mattered was still just making it to the next campsite. The experience made me feel so alive and in the moment, from the crisp air and epic scenery, to the hours that I had each day to reflect, to even the physical pain that I felt from forcing myself over yet another mountain pass. I felt so at peace with the present that I didn't even care when the sole of my left shoe peeled off on top of Mt Whitney on day 20. I was too wrapped up with the emotions of completing the JMT to care that I was standing 14,500 feet high with only one working shoe. Sure, my feet were heavily bruised and blistered by the time I got to the base of the mountain.
Last night, my sleeping bag
But after constantly pushing myself to my limit through various discomforts for the past 20 days, I knew I would be just fine. I left the trail confident, motivated, and at peace. I had a game plan for what I wanted to do once I got home, since I had 21 days to think about it. I learned how to find greater enjoyment in both difficult and painful experiences, and ultimately, I finally understood backpacking, and I cannot wait for my next trip.
Green Lakes is day 10.
Yeah, after Green Lakes, we hiked down to MTR, we did other stuff.
Oh, we did that one.
We do that